Football history is full of incredible stories. Players who lifted trophies, broke records, and became global icons. But behind the fame, the stadiums, and the millions of fans, some of these legends started life with almost nothing. Before the world knew their names, they were just kids growing up in poverty, chasing a ball in the streets. For many of them, football was not just a dream. It was a way to escape a difficult life. Today, we're going to look at players who rose from extreme poverty to become some of the biggest stars in football history. These are the players who came from nothing. One of the most famous examples is Cristiano Ronaldo. Before becoming one of the greatest players in football history, Ronaldo grew up in a small and modest home on the island of Madeira in Portugal. His family struggled financially, and life was far from easy. But Ronaldo had an obsession with football. He spent countless hours training and dreaming of a better future. That dream eventually took him to the biggest clubs in the world and turned him into one of the greatest players ever. Another incredible story is that of Sadio Mane. Mane grew up in a small village called Bambali in Senegal. Life there was extremely difficult. He often played football barefoot in the streets with other children. Many people doubted his dream of becoming a professional player, but Mane never stopped believing. Years later, he became a star in European football and won the UEFA Champions League. Then there's the powerful story of Carlos Tevez. Tevez grew up in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Buenos Aires, known as Fuerte Apache. Crime and poverty were part of everyday life, but football became his escape. Through determination and talent, he eventually rose from the streets to become a global football star and a legend of Boca Juniors. Another player who grew up in humble conditions is Neymar. Before becoming a global superstar, Neymar lived with his family in modest conditions in Brazil. His father worked hard to support the family and help develop his football talent. Neymar spent countless hours playing football in the streets, developing the creativity and skills that would later amaze the world. That talent eventually took him to clubs like FC Barcelona and turned him into one of the most famous players on the planet. Finally, there's the inspiring journey of Didier Drogba. Drogba's early life was far from easy. Economic difficulties forced him to move between countries and live away from his parents at times. But he never stopped believing in football. Through perseverance and hard work, he eventually became one of the most feared strikers in football history. At Chelsea FC, he scored legendary goals and helped the club win their first ever UEFA Champions League title. The stories of these players remind us of something powerful. Talent can be found anywhere, even in the poorest neighborhoods, the smallest villages, and the toughest environments. Because sometimes the players who start with the least are the ones who end up achieving the most. But now, we want to hear from you. Which football player do you think had the most incredible rise from poverty? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible football stories.